Now to a developing story in Lancaster where more than a dozen people have been rushed to the hospital due to a possible ammonia leak.
Over the past 5 hours as this incident has been taking place, this company is called UNFI. It is a food distribution warehouse and logistics company just south of I-20 near 35E. This was reported, as you said, as an ammonia leak. The building evacuated. We've been told that 15 workers were transported to local hospitals. This is an ammonia leak. It's a common source in buildings like this would be refrigeration, air conditioning, and chilling systems. Hazmat teams from Grand Prairie, Cedar Hill, and Glen Heights were here. This is a food distribution warehouse, and 15 people have been taken to local hospitals.
Let's check in with that massive fire near Findlay that prompted evacuations around a frozen food warehouse. Fire crews from several agencies around the region have been battling this blaze for more than 24 hours.
We're live here at Lineage Logistics, where we're continuing to provide you coverage on the fire that's been burning since yesterday morning. We can take a look at some of the damage that we can now see. Fire crews were called to a commercial fire alarm at Lineage Logistics Sunday morning, just after 5 o'clock. We can see right now that fire crews from that engine are working on putting out some of the smoldering that's happening. Fire crews arrived from nearby areas and counties to help out. The fire had grown out of control and spread to a large part of the building. Now, part of the building collapsed. Nearby residents were issued level 3 go now evacuations. The building is a frozen food warehouse.
I'm Austin Reed. You know, for nearly 2 months, the Lineage cold storage warehouse fire burned in Findlay. But the problems aren't going away because tonight the Benton Franklin Health District is looking into the possibility of E. coli or other toxins in some water wells around the site. Back on Sunday, April 21st of this year, firefighters responded to what's now being called one of the worst fires in the history of the Tri-Cities.
Yeah, there are multiple contaminants that we would look at, potential for bacterial contaminants to get into the groundwater.
Now, even though the fire is out, you might still need to replace your air filters since they have been working overtime to deal with smoke.
Contaminants like heavy metals, PFAS.
A worker just on the job, a normal Friday, was killed, and a warehouse evacuated because of a dangerous ammonia leak.
They are evacuating homes nearby. This business called Lineage Logistics late this afternoon.
Erica, there are still a lot of emergency responders here on the scene. The hazmat team is still here. Just so you can see the large emergency response. The sheriff also told me the detectives are at the hospital with one other exposure victim. Now, we also have reports of 3 people being hurt in this incident. On its website, Lineage Logistics says it provides cold storage and transportation for food. Now, we do know the county's emergency management team is on the scene. I also want to let you know that there are some homes near this warehouse. She's 14 years old. She's lived here her whole life. They decided to evacuate because the smell was giving her a headache. What we do know is that 1 person is dead and at least 3 other people hurt in this incident.
Lineage Logistics is a worldwide company that focuses on food. It does cold storage, and anhydrous ammonia is regularly used in food preparation because it rapidly dehydrates things. Anhydrous means without water, and if the gas touches a person, it will cause severe burns when it combines with water in the body.
In 2010, Millard Refrigerated Services operated a frozen poultry export facility near Mobile, Alabama. The facility maintained a 143,000-pound capacity ammonia refrigeration system with 8 separate freezers. Low-temperature liquid ammonia is pumped through evaporator coils. On August 22, 2010, the Millard facility experienced a loss of power that lasted more than 7 hours. During that time, the refrigeration system was shut down. The next day, the system regained power and was up and running, though operators reported certain problems. The control system reset triggered a valve to open, and low-temperature liquid ammonia was fed back into the evaporator coils before removing the hot ammonia gas. This caused the hot, high-pressure ammonia gas to rapidly condense into a liquid. A vacuum was created where the gas had condensed. The void sent a wave of liquid ammonia through the piping, causing a sudden pressure surge known as hydraulic shock. The pressure surge ruptured the evaporator piping manifold inside one of the freezers. 32,100 pounds of ammonia were released into the surrounding environment. The large cloud traveled a quarter-mile from the facility south toward an area where 800 contractors were working outside on a cleanup site for the Deepwater Horizon oil spill. 153 people were exposed to toxic anhydrous ammonia. 32 of the off-site workers required hospitalization. 4 of them were admitted to an intensive care unit.
The project consists of 134,632 square foot freezer warehouse.
For the project description, we are currently situated between a gas station and the hotel. So refrigerants have become a hot button nationally, and this will be an ammonia-based system. The leaks are almost never. Building that has a glycol radiator system under the floor that's really quite complex.
Danger to the community of anhydrous ammonia refrigeration warehouse. You are bombarded with all these leaks, fires, explosions, problems with anhydrous ammonia refrigeration problems. The house is it's so close to our community, our neighborhoods.
But we're not a hazmat team. Baytown has a federally funded hazmat team. We have called and had them in the city. All of them will come at our request as long as they're not busy.